Hey, hello, Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Marvel's Spider-Man. And in the last video, we managed to basically thwart a demon heist attempt, and we also got evicted from our apartment. But on the bright side, we got a brand new spider gadget. So in the last video, I mentioned Black Cat, and
Hey, May. You're calling late. What's up?
yeah, I should probably address this. She was a relationship that Peter had during, I want to say, the early 2000s era of the comics. Like, they're
also kind of got evicted from my apartment.
basically, it's an on and off again relationship, you know?
Actually, no.
Um,
Not really.
she, Black Cat is essentially a thief, right? And, a thief in the same vein as Catwoman, right? And, for a time, you know, Black Cat actually became sort of a good vigilante like Spider-Man. But she just couldn't resist the urge to steal because it's actually in the family business, you know. Her dad was actually a cat burglar before her, and she literally took up the cat mantle. Now, it depends on who you ask, really. Depending on the origin story for Black Cat, but apparently, from what I remember reading on the Marvel Wiki one time, apparently she was not only trained to peak human performance, but may have had a cat genome spliced in her. I think that's how it was for the main universe Black Cat, but I honestly don't remember. But all I know is that she wasn't a very good partner for Peter because, well, you never really knew what she was thinking. Like, was she just using Peter for his his general nice guy nature, or like was she really serious about being rehabilitated? But I mean, but they did at least know who they were under the masks, but that doesn't really mean anything because Felicia Harding, the person behind the Black Cat persona, wasn't really a big fan of this dorky Peter Parker being behind one of the most active superheroes this side of New York, right?
So, I got the job.
And really, that relationship is just all kinds of wishy-washy, toxic. And unfortunately, it did broke up eventually. But like, I'm sorry, but I feel all kinds of pity for Peter when it comes to a love life because, well, he just can't seem to keep a stable one for too long. You know, like. For example, in the 90s animated series, when he was married to MJ, it turned out that wasn't the real MJ. It was just a clone. And you all know what I'm talking about. If you've ever watched the show, which you can on Disney Plus, hashtag not sponsored.
I can't do
but
this.
but still, like,
You can and you will.
you get what I mean.
I'll pay you back.
Like, he just can't seem to have a good life. It's like, I don't know. It's like some deity in the Marvel universe just hates Peter's guts so much that he decides, you know what? Screw this mortal in particular. I'm gonna make it so that he doesn't have a happy life. And with one of the more recent runs in the comics, that's actually what happened. like,
Is everything okay?
for a long time,
Some
we
personal
didn't know
business, I
why, but pretty much every hero and stuff
Please take
was,
care of this place.
like,
It represents
like they were
the best part of me.
disappointed or just flat out angry with Spider-Man.
Well,
And
better
MJ,
get busy.
I know the reason why, but
Mr.
I'm
Lee's
not gonna
okay.
spoil it for you guys. Just read the comic
Hello?
yourself if you want to
Hey,
understand.
did you see my story?
I did.
But that just
Robbie must be
reinforces my
happy right
hatred
now.
for her.
Yeah, it kind of went viral.
And
And get this, Mayor Osborne just
oh,
announced
okay,
he's going to give Officer
sorry,
Davis
just
an award this afternoon.
Wow.
getting a little bit
Wait, isn't
off
Osborne's
track.
campaign rally this after?
So
Oh, I see what he's doing.
now it's
Yeah,
becoming
we all do.
now it's
But
starting
still
to
a pretty
become
cool moment
obvious
for
that
Officer Davis and his
Martin
family.
Lee is
I'll be
hiding
covering it.
something.
Wanna
And if you
join
played
me?
the game,
Yeah,
then
of
you know
course.
exactly what
See
it
you then.
is. Same if you read the comics. But you know, we're not gonna bother too much with that now, but I will be starting a side mission that not everyone likes. Or well, I should say no one likes. It's it's the Howard's Pigeon side mission. Yeah, that one. Like it's not
Good stuff.
it's not terrible. You do get a
Long time no
decent
see.
chunk of
How's
XP.
Pidgey doing?
It's just time consuming, I
This is
believe.
discussions.
But don't worry, for the most part, we will be sticking with story for the next episode or two. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I'm not switching costumes right now. Although I do make a goof at one point,
To be heartless.
and I decide to not use to not change the costume before going to the main mission. Which, to be fair, it does like
How about I keep an
the
eye
costume itself does work for that cutscene, but you know, it's supposed to be the suit that I'm wearing right now, but what can you do really? And also, an added benefit for the side mission is that you can get research tokens, which you need for certain suits and upgrades. So it's not that big of a deal, but you know, not many people like the idea of swinging around New York City just to hunt down a pigeon. But and even then, you know, it is only like one thing. You'll get more by doing the lab side missions along with the research stations. But every little bit helps, you know, because not everything's gonna be even or odd. You know, like sometimes you can just get stuff all at once if you decide to take the necessary precautions, which technically is almost every side mission, and I did get a little bit angry at myself for flummoxing this up. Because yeah, it's not that terribly difficult of a side mission. All you gotta do is just get close to it. Like that one side mission in Central Park where we had to help a girl, and she and like we got it was that Central Park side mission where we had to save everyone's personal data from Kingpin's goons.
Hey, Howard. Think I found
But
one of Pidgey's cousins.
anyway,
Gray Flex. Just left a stain on my suit.
so now, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna head over to a construction site that we have seen throughout the game so far. We just haven't really had we just haven't had a proper chance to explore the place as it was freaking intended, right? And I kind of screwed this. I kind of screwed this section of the story up, like really screwed it up, because it's primarily supposed to be a stealth section, but my dumb brain was like, you know what? Screw this. We're just gonna make this even harder for ourselves.
Really hope this works out. Doc's work
Like
is
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was an itchy trigger finger or something, but I don't really know. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, but we're not gonna get to that until a little bit later. But you know, we are pretty much done with this little crime, and we got 3 more crime tokens, which we can use for some things, but suits and upgrades require a lot of tokens. So you're gonna have to keep grinding for that. And I believe the side objectives don't reset, so you're kind of shit out of luck if you decide to just keep doing things in the same territory. But, oh well. And it looks like that this is a Fisk construction site. At least one that's, well, okay, it is kind of tricky to explain that, but I don't know. But wait, is this the showcase footage? Yes, it is. And oh boy, that trailer really got me hooked for this game. It was Spidey's look, the way the game played, just, oh god, that was one of the best gaming showcases I've ever seen in my life. And Spider-Man 2 was no freaking exception there either. You know, like, I saw Peter in the black suit, I saw Miles having the web wings, which was which was weird, to be honest, because basically the point behind that is Peter essentially made those web wings so, well, Peter created web wings in hopes that he could glide. It was stated during one of the backpacks. You know, like basically, if you found one of the backpacks, there were remnants of underarm webs, which supposedly would have helped him glide, but it never really worked out. So to see Miles have it is like, okay, so it's an old idea, but now it actually works, and probably for a character that can definitely make it work. Because Miles, I think, is a lot skinnier than Peter last time I remember, but that could just be because he's also still in high school, so I'm not too sure. Anyway, so it turns out that the demons are attacking Kingpin, and apparently Kingpin knows a lot more than he's letting on. So we just need to play along with his his demands. So yeah. Anyway. Basically what we gotta do is that we gotta make sure that 6 of Kingpin's workers are safe, and it's easier said than done at times, but what can you do? Regardless though, back to this thing about Miles, it is rather interesting that he has the web arms, even though Peter tried to make that work, but he didn't. You know, and even then, it was most likely just a callback to the original design in Spider-Man's first comic appearance, because back then he had the web arm. Well, not the web arms, the underarm web. Though exactly if it was meant for a gliding purpose or not, I can't really say. But it did look cool, so Peter was right on that one. Alright, so now we're introduced to another demon type. Their version of the brutes. And I would say these ones are a little bit more dangerous because they have energy shockwaves. But you know, they're not too difficult. Like, you know, you got freaking, what was it? You got the web gadgets in order to make things right. You got the you can use focus to finish them off like you would a regular enemy, but just try not to get overconfident, and if you do encounter them in stealth sections, make sure that you take them down first. That is my opinion, but you know, you don't have to take it, so it's whatever. Anyway, so I will say that this mission is pretty fun, honestly, except for one particular moment that I kind of screwed up. Well, more than what I'm doing, like, right now. It's the tail end of the segment, like the main highlight, you know? But, we'll get to that in a minute, but, what was I gonna say? Okay. Well, I also want to say about the video before this one. I am very, like, I had a bit of trouble with it last night, just trying to get it to work, and right there is where I should use the suit power to build up more focus. But you live and you learn. Anyway, like, I was having trouble just getting the damn thing to render, because that is the biggest thing with any kind of editing software. You need to, like, have the video render as an MP4, which is a video format. For audio, it's MP3, which, to all the tech people out there, you all should know that. But you know, just for those who don't. Now, I was getting a lot of errors last night, and I was not having it, and I hope that the same problem does not happen to me again, at least for this recording. I really hope not. And it just very, very sour taste in my mouth. Like, all I want to do is make videos, god damn it. Though I may privatize one particular playlist of mine and just make sure, just give it a basically give it a new sense of life. You know, it was the Pokemon games. Basically, I was thinking, what was I thinking? Oh, right. I was thinking, completely relaunch that playthrough, add some commentary when needed, and also cut out a lot of other stuff. But I also have another Pokemon game that I could play, but we need to set it all up, make sure that other audio doesn't get in the way. Anyway, so this is a segment that I'm not quite as fond of. This is a helicopter chase sequence. It's the only one in the game, thankfully, but I was not having a good time with this because A, rocket launchers, and B, I don't know what happened, but with web swinging, I just couldn't do it today. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. But basically what you want to do is to try to keep up with the helicopter, and or actually Don't try, just do it. In the words of Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. But basically, you need to get that crate off of the chopper so that way you can properly take the thing down. In the meantime, it's just gonna keep on smacking buildings in New York and weighing the chopper down. So it'll do a lot of collateral damage. And also, I could have also could have zipped up there, but I didn't because I'm a dumbass. And I believe that it waits until a certain point until you can web zip up to that up to that freaking thing, and then you can go through the building and basically parkour up to the helicopter. Although, be careful because you cannot go through those square holes. I tried that earlier, it didn't really work. And also watch out for rocket launchers because these guys are dicks.
Is this the flight to Newark?
Flight to Newark. That's a good one. Okay, so final segment for this chase sequence. Basically, this dude is going to try to stab you, and you need to bring this helicopter down. So what you gotta do is just web him up and make sure that you can go for the engines. And I was struggling on how to do this for a hot minute before I eventually remembered. You know, like, you play a game that you love for so long, well, like, you haven't played a game for so long and you loved it, but when you come back, you don't fully remember everything, you know?
I guess this is the
plan. Yep. There really is no other plan. Just trying to basically web up a helicopter, which not the easiest thing in the world. And while there is some collateral damage, at least people are safe now. And this segment's actually pretty cool if you use autofix. And god damn, I love that pose. I should reuse that pose for my for when I do the Miles Morales game. And actually, I did like that game. I really did. But there were a few things that did drive that down. But if I ever do that game, I'll save it then. But anyway, so that is pretty much gonna do it for this video. But we are finally introduced to one of the best Spider-Man in the world, Miles Morales. But anyway, so with like about a minute left, thank you for watching, Celestial Dragoons. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. But above all, please subscribe to the channel so that way, you know, whenever more videos come out. But you'll also help the channel grow.
MJ,
and, well, I guess some feedback from you guys would be amazing. Because, you know, I am open to criticism, but, you know, just try not to be a dickhead about it, okay? So, until next time, Social Dragoons, reach for the stars.